Alright, folks, it's Saturday, and that means it's role-playing time. Hooray! Yay!
Hooray!
We're going to be starting the Iron Kingdoms game this week.
Hooray!
I suspect we'll have more player, either at least one more player in future, or maybe two, we'll see. But we're going to start the adventure out today. Joining me this week are Eric.
Hello.
Nick.
What's up?
And Skitch.
Hey.
Alrighty, so, the campaign in question, we're starting out in the wonderful, lovely, beautiful town of Five Fingers in Ord.
Five Fingers?
Five Fingers. It's a port city, and it is totally not a wretched hive of scum and villainy.
No, not in the least bit.
Nope, not at all.
Well, you know, 5 fingers implies that nobody's lost finger. Well, I guess it could be across 2 hands.
Five Fingers could also be a reference to stealing stuff.
Technically speaking, it is be called that because it is basically built on like across 5 islands, effectively.
Hmm.
Technically speaking.
It is in many ways sort of a cross between Venice and Mos Eisley.
A fair amount of Hong Kong thrown in just...
Yeah, a lot of Hong Kong. You are in the Kingdom of Ord, and our heroes, as such they are, and I'm going to use the term heroes this campaign just because...
Protagonists.
Yes. Are a brand new mercenary company that was founded by Nick's character, Lieutenant Rostov, formerly of the Kadoran military. Why she has left and has come to Five Fingers to start a mercenary company is entirely up to Nick, and we'll work that out later, I think.
Honorable discharge.
And let me get the map tool thing up here. There we go. Yes, Lieutenant Katrina Rostov. Nick, that is Nick's character. Sketch is going to be playing Kalith Raythel, an Iosin gunmage and investigator. And Eric is going to be playing Rook Ironback, a Trollkin field mechanic and man-at-arms. And with his trusty trusty Laborjack Lugnut.
Lugnuts.
Clank, clank.
Yes. So, we are starting things out. I'm going to assume that you guys actually will have a small sort of... You have access to basically a small place, basically a small workshop, effectively, that is your base of operations.
Awesome.
You have the bare minimum stuff there to count as quote offices. Room for Eric to do work on Lugnut and such, and room for Skitch's character to do gunsmithing and the like.
Hmm.
You also are in possession of a mostly intact wagon.
Oh, excellent. So I'm not burning all that coal just to have move Lugnut around.
Right. You have nothing to pull the wagon with at the moment, though.
So we're pulling it with Lugnut.
If you want to buy horses, you can, but that will require money.
So we're going to use Lugnut.
And you do have a supply of coal. I'm going to start you out with some coal, Eric, so you don't have to buy it.
Excellent.
Enough that you'll be able to get Lugnut where you need to get it for the time being. Since Lugnut goes through like 300 pounds of coal every day.
It's actually I was reading that's actually the total fuel usage, so that's also the water also.
Oh, okay.
But still, it goes through a lot of fucking coal.
As an aside, for those who know anything about the game world, Lugnut is technically a forager light laborjack that Eric has modified somewhat. Basically, he's bought it a mech a jack-sized halberd for it to use.
Yes.
In combat.
I've also decided that it's cobbled together from 4 different laborjacks.
Yep.
So, might not necessarily be the same chassis, but I made it work.
Alright, the 4 of you are at base – when there is actually a knock at the door.
Enter.
All right. The door opens, and in walks a man who is significantly better dressed than most people in the part of town where you have your offices. Not he's better. It's actually it's not that he's better dressed. It's he's wearing sort of the same sort of stuff everybody else is wearing, but it's in much better shape. It's very clearly fairly new, and it doesn't look like
afford new clothes. I see.
yes. Says I take it you are the new mercenary company that started up in this area. Am I correct?
You could say that.
Excellent. Are you looking for work?
Always.
Excellent. I actually have a bit of a job that it will take you a bit outside of Five Fingers, but I think that it might actually suit your. From what I understand about some of you, I've done a little bit of research. You might be able to help my employers out with a bit of trouble that they've been having. There is a book that they wish to acquire that was recently misappropriated, and we'd like to get it back.
So you wish us to retrieve it for you?
Exactly. It is currently from what we understand, it has currently been taken to the town of Santander. Santander. I misread that. It's a small walled city, just a bit to the north of here. Shouldn't take you more than a day's travel or so to get there. Maybe about 2 days travel. We tracked it to there, but we haven't heard anything from the town in some time. We're a bit worried. We sent an agent up there to recover it for us, but we've heard nothing back from them. So we figured we'd send some people in who had a bit more muscle behind them, shall we say.
I see. And this book, how will we identify it?
It is a black book. It is a black bound leather book. With he basically hands you a piece of paper with this sigil, which is there's a sort of very complex sigil. He says that sigil will be on the cover in red. And you probably won't be able to decipher the writing in it. It is in an old dead language.
Bonjour. All right.
So I think that should be enough to identify it. We're not entirely sure who in Santander. I can't remember the name of the town. Santander. Bought it, but you should be able to at least, at worst case, you should be able to find out from somebody in town or be able to do some research there when you get there. Hopefully, it'll be an easy retrieval, but I'll say this: we will be happy to pay you 400 crowns for the recovery of the book, plus any expenses.
Very well.
Of course, you will need to submit the actual report of your expenses, but we'll be more than happy to recompense you for any expenses you may incur. She says, sort of looking pointedly at Lugnut.
We keep detailed records.
Excellent.
Says glaring at Rook.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, actually, I personally forgot to introduce the character. He would have actually mentioned his name. His name is Avito Cassini.
Avito Cassini. Okay, great.
Yes.
All right. So that's, I guess that clears that up. I think that we've got enough to go on.
Good. I wish you all luck. He basically, I assume you want to actually fill out a contract for this, though.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
He
You
fills
will pay us.
he fills out the paperwork, and he says, assuming that you make it, assuming that nothing particular untoward happens, you at least make it back. As long as you have proof that you made an honest effort, we will at least repay you your expenses. Though the 400 crowns is only on retrieval of the book.
Oh, but of course.
Thank you very much.
Do not spend it on anything else.
Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best of luck. He says, giving you a remarkably... He's got one of those smiles that is simultaneously, sort of charming and a little bit too smug.
Right. I'm not sending you to your death. No.
No, not at all. It'll be an easy...
I was like, I want to roll detective to see if he's being a lying asshole. No, just kidding.
Nothing he said has been a lie.
He's spoken no falsehoods, but everything he said is a lie. Gotcha.
There is no 400 crowns. There is no book. We're being
Well, that
sent as a
fucker's gonna get
sacrifice for
himself
some
shivved
eldritch
robbed.
god. I don't know.
Well, all right. So,
So I pull out the expenses ledger, and first thing I write in there is a new boiler for Lugnut, a horse, and a great deal of liquor.
I do not think you understand how these expenses work.
I don't think you understand how to cook a ledger.
Do people smoke in this world?
yes.
Yes.
My
In fact,
character's
Rook
probably
has a
smoke.
big fat cigar in his mouth.
Not like a big fat cigar, but she'll be smoking. I'll make a refinement on her bullets and guns.
Well, so, is there anything in the way of supplies you want to buy before you head out?
I don't have those cash.
Well, yeah. What, a day's journey?
Day and a half, something like that.
Shit. What do I actually have? I don't know.
Well, I think I left how much cash you had on the sheet on the second page.
Year.
It's on the lower right corner.
15 crowns. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess that we will make sure to get provisions.
Yeah, you can... I'm not going to worry too much about the actual raw
Outside of
numbers,
that,
but yeah.
But yeah, I load up the wagon with coal and water barrels. So,
And I take it you set out?
Yeah, I don't think there's anything particular that we can...
Okay, that's fine. All right, Nick, I believe your
Yes.
character is the navigator.
Am I?
I think you have the navigation skill.
Oh, yes, I am. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you need to roll, I'm assuming.
You give me a navigation roll.
Yeah. Well,
12, that's funny. You do not get lost on the way, basically.
yes, I am certain we need to take another right.
It
has only been 12. We need to make 20 more rights.
No, you are fairly certain that the road, you know which roads to take, basically.
Are you not certain with logic of taking circular expanding outward path? Eventually you get everywhere.
That's quite the search pattern.
sure, and I'll just... More fucking coal, more fucking coal, more fucking coal!
So you set out, Lugnut bellowing steam and smoke out of him. Or it, I guess. Depends on
No,
what-
he's a laborjack, he's a him.
Okay.
If it were a labor Jill, it would be her.
Alright, so you're
Oh.
you're setting out. Lugnut doesn't put up a particularly high pace, shall we say.
But
Well, the same pace I put up, so it's fine by me.
Yep. Yes. It is slower than either Caitlin or Calith or Katrina move at.
Oh,
that's fine.
My character's the fastest out of all of us, so
Yes.
I probably would be taking point and being lookouts and such.
That's actually not a bad idea. You'd like to actually give me a detection check.
A detection check, you say? Okay. All right. 20.
Oof.
She's really good at this sort of thing. Actually, you do in fact spot a bit of an ambush point coming up, and I'm not going to make you actually fight the bandits
Right.
because it's a pair of highwaymen who are not that good at their job.
Basically, I can picture Caleb just sort of like pausing, lifting one and just shooting at where one of them is to scare them off.
Yeah, basically. They're like, crap. At which point they sort of notice, well, okay, she's heavily armed, and that's a big rifle that other chick's carrying.
And that thing is huge.
And they've got a trollkin. Yeah, fuck this. There is much easier prey out there. And they outnumber us. We're leaving. All right. The first day, you basically it takes you. The first day's worth of travel is actually pretty easy and pleasant. You sort of trudge along for a while, and it's fine. And you come to a point where you'll eventually have to camp out for the night because, well,
Right.
unless you want to trudge through all that. I mean, your Jack could do that, but eventually you'll probably start falling asleep.
Asleep at
Yeah.
whatever the hell you use in order to guide him.
Well, the problem is that eventually he'll run out of coal and water.
Yeah. Besides, it's a good thing to clear all that out once a day anyway. I've just decided.
Okay, sure. So you set up camp for the night.
I perform basic maintenance on Lugnut,
Yeah.
pressing the entire time.
Nothing particularly untoward happens during the night. I mean, it's you're out sort of in the wilderness between a major city and another town. I mean, it's not going to be that bad, even if that major city is Five Fingers. Most of the really nasty people there are pirates or operate in town, and so.
Yeah.
And again, you are a heavily armed party. You're not someone most common bandits would actually bother attacking. You can set out again the next day. It's nothing particular. As I said, nothing bad happens. However, during the course of the day, you do notice that it is getting, clouds are rolling in, and you're basically past the fork in the road, which goes off to other towns and such. The pit of road you're on is definitively going up to Santander. Everyone, if you want to give me an intellect roll, that would be good.
Just intellect?
Just intellect.
Okay.
All right, Katrina.
I continue to roll ass.
That's not that bad, Eric.
You rolled
a 9 out of
highest. What are
12.
you talking about?
Yeah.
You rolled well. You rolled a 4 and a 5 on your d6s, Eric.
I rolled a 1 and a 4.
That was me.
That's good.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the wrong rolls. Sorry.
All right, Rostov and Rook. It occurs to you that it is a little bit odd that you've seen literally no traffic going the other way.
That is interesting. Nobody goes to Five Fingers. What are you talking about?
Well, it's not just that. Nobody is actually coming down the road away from Santander,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
which is a little bit odd. Skitch, do either of you point that out to mention that out loud is a question.
Was it? Okay.
I'm asking the other two to mention this out loud.
I just kind of go.
10 crowns, the town's burned to the ground.
No bet.
Ain't no one coming down the road. Of course, something fucking happened.
No bet means not willing to take the bet because probably lose.
Right.
I'm just clarifying what I meant by that.
A little bit. All right. Fine. You travel on. while longer.
I just painted Lugnut.
And
With
eventually
the red flames and everything.
you eventually sort of crest the hill, and you can see the walled city of Satander off in the distance. It's got large, imposing walls. They're pretty high. Honestly, the walls look old. The place was probably one of those walled cities that date back way back to the walls the city itself probably has been rebuilt over time, but the walls probably look like they're the sort that date back to the Orgoth incursions and such.
Gotcha.
It's one of those sort of smaller. It probably was a small walled fortress at one point. When you're guessing the walls have been repaired and such. And eventually, it takes you a while longer to get there, and it's getting dark it's evening by the time you get to the city itself. The city itself has not been burned to the ground,
Told you.
but about the only thing you can hear are you basically the only sounds you hear at this point are the wind blowing. You can sort of have the air has sort of that smell of an impending storm. You hear the call of crows, ravens, and you see a few buzzards circling around here and there.
Oh, that's not ominous at all.
Yeah, and the gates of the city are closed.
Okay.
Let's go to the gates.
Yeah.
All right, you approach the gates.
Yes.
All right, you're at the gates.
No one's shouted a challenge to us.
Nope.
Gates are closed.
Yep. You hear a couple of you hear a couple of ravens sort of making noises at you from up on the walls, but that's about it. And the sound of distant thunder.
I am back. Get
Yeah.
someone's attention.
I knock on the door. With Lugnut's fist.
Boom, boom, boom.
Alright,
Nothing.
guess we gotta go in.
I'm gonna check to see if the door is open. Is it locked or is it?
The door seems to have been barred. The gates seem to be barred on the other side.
I suppose the other way is to call out to see if someone responds. Now, I'm not sure if that would be a necessary thing to do at this time or a cautious thing to do at this time.
Well,
Hey, you rotten shit lickers! Anyone gonna come get the door?
Silence.
you try and find way to open door. I will try and find other way in.
Yes.
Spencers are covered, right?
Yes.
Alright, what's the door made out of?
Wood. Looks like big. It looks like the doors look like they are newer than the walls, by a noticeable margin. You're guessing the gates probably had to be replaced at some point, and they didn't bother. Why would they need anything? Like metal doors or anything like that on just a simple town? I mean, really.
Alright. I start giving orders to Lugnut to ram the gate.
All right. Okay. Give me a strength roll for Lugnut, I guess. Because the gate really can't dodge.
Right.
18.
That seems high.
That's good.
That was good.
All right. Lugnut actually does, in fact, batter the front gate down. And this is one of those. It's one of those walls that has a double set of gates.
Right.
The inner gate is not as big and heavy, and while it is barred, Lugnut can easily shove that one open. Now,
I pull out the ledger and I write 1 heavy gate, 1 light gate.
all right, and you barrel your way into town. Everyone should give me... Actually, I'm not going to make you roll for this because this is blatantly obvious. As the second gate opens, you are hit with a wave of stench. You are basically hit with the smell of death is prevalent in the air. And you should go to Just-in-Time Santander's Walls map. And set yourselves up near the gates. By the way, there was another way in, but there are tunnels under the walls. There's a hidden tunnel, I should say.
Well, I probably could have seen that, but oh well.
Yes, if you'd looked around for it, but... And the exit point would have been there. All right. You want a copy logged over to Eric?
Yep, I'm bringing them over.
There you go. All right, so... as you walk in, you're first assaulted by as I said, a wave of just the smell of death. And you see piles of corpses all over the place. And you see, as the gate opens, carrion birds flutter away from various corpses. I need a willpower check from everybody.
Was it?
Willpower check.
Willpower.
Yep. This is a gruesome and grisly sight.
Well,
Yeah, Rostov, you've seen worse.
Yeah.
You're a soldier. Meh.
I rolled up pretty well there.
Yes, you did.
19.
You're fine also.
Wow.
None of you are shaken by this in any way, shape, or form.
So
Saw this coming.
Corpses everywhere.
Corpses everywhere. And as you move further in, you hear sort of a horrible scraping noise as some of them struggle to their feet and start to move towards you.
Oh, jeez.
Now who will we ask where book is?
And these corpses are all among the more intact ones, but they are bloated and rotting, and they don't look just like they don't look rotting. They look sickly more than anything else. And I'm going to get the initiative window up because duh.
Right.
And hang on one second. Let's get the tracker up. It's visible for the viewers. There we go. All right, and you should. I'm guessing you're going to want to roll initiative.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to.
Well, initiative is just what initiative is, though. It's
2 dice 6 plus that.
Okay. Yeah, it's not considered a perception roll, though, right?
Nope, it is not. It's an initiative roll.
Got it.
Let's double check. He's that. Okay. And these guys have. Their initiative is not very good. Yep. Being the undead, their initiative isn't very good. Shockingly. All right, and you can just sort of set your initiative in there. Eric, Lugden acts on the same initiative as you, correct?
Yes, he acts on the same initiative I do, either right before or right after me.
Right.
I get to choose.
So we'll just set it equal to you, and Nick, whenever you set yours up, you can. All right, and then we sort. Caliph, you are first, unsurprisingly.
Oh, geez, what a shock. So how far away is? Let's see here. Let's find out how far away this It's not quite close enough. Well,
But you can move first, so
right. My movement range as a subset of my speed is what?
your speed times 6 in feet.
Okay, so I can move 30. Wait. My times 6 would be
42.
42, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
She is fast. Remember,
Yeah.
if you only get your bonuses if you're within 42 feet of Nick's character.
Right. Well, I'm not going to move that far away. I'm just
I
going to
figured.
step out here. So I'm within 48 of of this one here.
Okay. Just one important note: your forward arc is the 180-degree arc that is facing forward from your current facing.
Okay.
So currently it's this line across here.
Right. So I can shoot in any of those areas without a
Correct.
problem.
Correct.
So I'm going to shoot Plague Zombie 4 with one of my repeating pistol just shots.
Okay.
So that would be plus 8.
Effectively, since you were within range of Nick and
Yep.
range of Lieutenant Rostov,
Hmm.
you rolled an 11.
Yes.
On the plus side, they're def 9.
Yes.
They're zombies.
Yeah, so that would be just 2d6 plus 11 for the damage. I get a bonus to the damage
Yep.
from Nyx as well. So let's see. 18. I actually do damage to it, I think. Or
Well, it's
yeah,
only
you-
armor 11, so
Yeah, you do 7 damage to it, so I think it's dead.
Hang on 1 second.
Well, it depends on how much vitality they have. Depends on how much Peter hates us.
All right. So you did 18 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Minus its armor of 11 is 7 damage. It has 5 vitality, but it is undead and has toughness.
Okay.
Well,
It is knocked on its ass, and is down to 1 vitality.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it for you, Skitch. Well, you technically have a quick action still.
A quick action still.
Not much you can do with it right now, but
Not right now.
reload.
So. Well, no, I have a.
Oh, you've got fast reload. Never mind.
well,
So no, I have a repeating pistol. So
Oh, okay.
she's using a repeating pistol. All right, the plague zombies go. All right, plague zombie 4 will stand up. And I'm going to use that. Just mark that it's down to 1 vitality, so I remember. Yeah, okay, good. And it will shamble 30 feet towards you. But it cannot get into melee range. This one also cannot get into melee range since it does not have a straight charge path to you. This one is also. This one probably can probably charge Rook, but it's gonna. These are not very smart, so. They're simply going to advance. And they are done. Lieutenant Rostov!
Alright, I'm going to sacrifice my movement in order to get dual shot.
Alright.
So I will fire off a shot at Plague Zombie 4 first.
Okay.
I
that'll
hit.
hit. Yep.
And,
I don't think you can actually miss them, Nick, now I'm thinking about it.
Well, Snake Eyes always.
no, I
misses,
can't.
but-
But yeah,
Oh, Snake Eyes always misses, that's right. But,
24.
ow. Dead.
And then I'll use my quick action to reload.
Yep.
Fire at Plague Zombie 3.
Okay.
Hit.
Dead, actually.
Yep, with minimum damage.
but it is tough.
Yeah, but it's tough.
But okay.
Blat. Ow. All right. This one back here actually looks like it was probably a member of like the city guard or something like that, as it is dragging a great sword with it.
Mm.
But it is only moving up to there. Rook and Lugnut are up.
All right. Use my quick action to drive Lugnut to charge the knockdown zombie.
Okay.
Rawr.
Clank, 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 clank.
And he's got to face directly towards it.
Yep. And I believe that's within 2 inches of it.
It should easily be within 2 inches, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It has reach because it has a halberd, so it has.
Yep. And, yeah, Lugnut will squish it.
Right. Yeah. It. It cannot. It automatically hits you attacking a knockdown target immediately. You automatically hit. Roll
His
damage.
halberd, yeah. Okay.
What's the powerful strength in your halberd?
Well, I'm rolling 3 dice, and the power plus strength is 11.
Right. Never mind. Tough roll.
Oh, your toughness there.
Nope.
Crunch.
Then I will also charge. Oh, that's the measuring tool.
So in theory, could they just keep on getting up?
Yes.
As long as once it's you only check when they're reduced to when they are reduced to 0. If they failed the toughness check, they're down.
Well, yeah, but I mean, if they kept on succeeding, toughness
Yes, they could.
checks-
Yes.
As you knock various bits of them off, and they keep coming.
And I will charge. I think I can get 3 inches. Move. No, I can't really get 3 inches, but I will move up to. So I can't charge, so I'll just move up to here.
Okay.
And I'll pop a Plague Zombie 1.
Okay.
That hits barely.
Yep. I hit by 3.
Oh, and I'm getting +1 because of the lieutenant.
Yes. That's tough to check.
'cause
God
you can-
damn it!
All right, it's knocked down, and that is your turn, I believe, Eric.
And it's my turn.
Caliph, you're up.
Um,
An important note: if you're shooting at a knockdown target, you get their death is effectively 5.
I'm going to shoot at him. I'm going to shoot at the warrior.
Okay.
I'm going to just shift my position so I get a better line of sight. I'm going to do a double root shot. Actually, no, I'll do a triple root shot. Screw it. I have the arcane for it. This will be an accurate brittle thunderbolt shot.
Okay.
Might as well make use of this. So, yeah, so basically it's like the other gun comes up, the one in her main hand, because it's more powerful. 3 dice plus 8 versus the soldier.
Yeah, you hit.
21, that's not a crit though, right?
Nope.
No, you need 2. You
Yeah.
need doubles. So
Double for a crit. Okay. All right. That will become. He gets pushed D 3 inches away, is what it says.
Yep.
So I guess gets pushed the maximum distance away.
So 3 inches.
Yeah. And damage. That's 3d6 plus 11. 20 damage.
That's 5 vitality.
There we go. All right. He is injured, but that one is not actually destroyed. It is significantly tougher than the other zombies.
Yeah, but he has a harder to have a hard time getting to us at least.
Yes.
That's kind of what I wanted to do. All right. That was a fun shot.
You did a fair bit of damage to it, too. Where's my pen? Little pen, where did you go? Implement of writing is hiding on me. That's right. I'll do it on my notepad over here.
And then my quick action is to reload the mage lock pistol with another brute cast shot.
Right. That's fine. All right. Plague zombies. All right, this one will stand up. And will shamble close enough to you to get into its melee range. Rawr. It swings its claws at you, Eric.
Okay. That's probably going to hit.
I need to double check it's Matt before I do that. Matt 4, okay.
It hits.
Technically a crit, but that doesn't matter. All right, power plus strength 7.
Yeah, that slides right off my armor.
Right, it does not hurt you. All right, Plague Zombie 2 will charge you, Eric.
Bring it.
Rawr. All right, these guys have gang.
Ooh, alright.
So he gets +2 to hit because he's got an ally with gang and melee with you.
Yep.
He needed it. Okay, and he charges, so he gets a third die on the roll.
Yep, he gets an extra die on the damage roll.
Rawr!
I take a single point. Because I'm in base to base the lug nut, therefore get defensive line.
All right, okay, and
Where to?
5. To your brain.
To my brain.
Brains!
Send more brains.
Send more cops.
All right, that is it for the Plague Zombies. Lieutenant Rostov.
What's the action for changing weapons, by the way?
Stowing a weapon
quick
is
action to draw a new weapon.
stowing an action is a free action.
And swift action to draw a new one.
Yeah, quick action to draw a new one.
All right.
Although for you, your rapier would be a standard action. Your hold-up pistol would be a free action because you have a spring sheath for it.
Okay.
Because it's mounted on your little spring-mounted sheath on your wrist.
Okay, I got you. Good to keep in mind. I'll move closer here, and I will. I'll try and finish off Plague Zombie 1.
Okay.
Take my quick action to reload, and then try. I hit.
Yep. Roll damage. I believe you can't help but drop it though. So.
No, I can't. God damn it!
Still
Arr.
tough.
That thing. That's. Yeah.
Well, you're punching bullets through a zombie. It's like. Arr!
I mean, you think that eventually it would run out of parts,
Yes, and it will.
especially when it's like blowing off ribs and shit. I feel like I just wasted a bullet for nothing.
All right.
No, you knocked it down there, which might free me up to do stuff.
All right, it's going to move to there. I think it's in reach of Eric now, since it has a great sword.
Has reach, yeah. Yeah,
It
he's
is.
got reach, not a problem.
And he will swing his sword at Eric.
Dun dun dun.
At Rook. And he is Matt 6. He's actually competent.
Yeah, he can actually hit things. He hits quite a bit.
Yeah, critting doesn't really matter though. So
On the damage, or
critting on the hit roll for him doesn't matter. It's a great sword, so it has no special on a crit things.
On a crit. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Eric,
well,
would you like to heroic dodge that?
Yeah, I think I would. So
All right.
23 minus 16 is still... Ouch.
It's still 7 wound points.
Yeah, so... Round to... Do we round to screw or do...
It's round up.
Down? Round up, so round to screw. So it's still 4
All right.
to where?
And to your brains.
Oh, come on.
Sorry.
I think that's a different brain, though.
It's the other branch, yeah, but... unfortunately, I think that will wipe Brook. That'll clear the 3 out, though.
Yeah, that'll clear up my intellect.
So you've got a crippled intellect.
Well, that's what Revitalize is for.
Yes. You're at -2 defense until you get your intellect back.
Oh no!
Oh, wait, you can't upkeep all the spells that you know.
Yep.
Well, fortunately, it is Rook's turn.
Well, I spend another feat point to use Revitalize, which, well, healed me completely.
Yep. You are down to 1 feat point.
And,
I feel better.
down to 1 feat point.
Well, you get the 1 back if you kill a zombie.
Yeah. Well, first off, gonna have Rook engage the Plague Zombie Warrior.
You mean your
Not
Jack?
Rook, Lugnut.
Clank, 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 clank.
All right. Clang, 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 clang.
All right, Lugnut. Oh, I'm gonna use the drive to give him boosted attacks
Okay.
because he can't hit the broadside of a barn.
That'll hit.
Crit, not that it matters.
Yep. Roll your damage.
1.
That's a point.
Damn, that sucked.
It is an armored zombie, so.
Yeah. And, yeah, I'll put down Plague Zombie 2.
All right. You hit.
Yeah, thank God I decided not to attack the warrior zombie there.
Yeah.
I was debating about it. I was like, no, I'll go for the easy kill.
Somebody doesn't roll a 5 or 6.
Roll your damage, Eric. Yeah.
Yay!
Woohoo, feet point back.
Blat.
How bad must it feel to be the one plague zombie that didn't roll his toughness?
Caliph.
Fucking headshots, guys.
This plague zombie warrior is kind of pissing me off. My fatigue is reset down to 0.
Says all your spells cost 1.
Yep.
Okay, then.
This is why I was like, I don't need to use Strength of Will yet.
Yes, unless you decide to fire off 2 shots from your range like pistol during a round.
Yeah, I want now, but I'm just gonna do another brutally accurate thundershot against zombie warrior. Okay, that is 3, 8,
All right,
18. That
yes,
will hit.
You are shooting into combat, but since Lieutenant Rostov has battlefield coordination, it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
I had wolf head slightly.
19.
All right, minus his 50. That's enough to drop him to 0.
All right.
Beans.
Which means he's dead.
Yay!
Yeah, you get a feat point. Right.
Well, you are if you are below you only can have 3.
Okay. So if I'm below 3, I can get one by destroying an enemy.
Right.
Like that.
An
Right.
important note is that when Rostov gets them, she can hand them out to her allies that are in her control range. I believe, because I believe she has team leader or something like that. Something called like that. I forget what it's called.
I do.
Yep. Since you were able to, basically, when you gain them, you can go, no, give it to so-and-so.
I'm already full, so
Right.
Yeah, and I have 2 quick actions since I'm reloading for one of them. So the other quick action, I do nothing, and I basically just sort of aim my other pistol at the other zombie, and just for the time being, that's all the turn is.
Your turn is over.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the last plague zombie will stand back up. And will attack Eric. Unfortunately, it has no bonuses.
It's not like it's not hard to hit me.
yeah.
Probably it's hard to hurt you.
Yes.
But it did!
It does it for 2. Where to?
To your physique.
God damn it! Stop it!
Lieutenant Rostov.
I'll put away my rifle, snap out my hold-up pistol, and shoot it.
Okay.
Am I able to aim if I do that?
You did not move, so yes.
Okay, so aiming increases by 2, right?
Yep.
Alright, cool. Well, didn't really need it, but... and...
Okay.
Come
You know what?
the
You know what?
fuck on!
You know what? Actually, the fight's over, so I'm just going to say you drop it, just for simplicity's sake.
3 out of fucking 3.
Yeah. No, that's not happening. I was not. I just looked at it out of habit. I wasn't going to actually make it roll for this one. So that's a feat point. If you need one, you can have it, or you can hand it to Eric's character, I guess.
I'm already full.
Yeah, so
You have it, yeah.
yeah. And now I am also at full. Now we're all at full feat points again.
All right. Well, all right. I'm going to ask you guys for another willpower check at this point because it's one thing to be confronted with a lot of dead people. The Walking Dead is something that none of you have seen before.
Yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
Make sure to gather up the brass casings for my bullets.
Yep. Don't forget the willpower check there, Skitch.
Willpower check again. Yes.
Yep.
I'm
But you're-
reloading my guns.
Yep.
Lowest is a 15.
All right, Skitch, you're a little unsettled by this because you've never faced you've heard tales of the undead. You know intellectually they exist,
But just being there.
but you've never actually seen them. The other two don't seem unsettled by this. It'll have no mechanical benefits, but you are sort of like, ugh. So you are unsettled by this. Roleplay that as you see fit.
Yeah, Caleb just sort of takes a pause, sort of breath, and then sighs out in a mixture of relief and disgust.
Disgust is perfectly reasonable given the smell of the air here.
And then sort of finishes her post-combat maintenance with her weapons.
Yeah, Rook just sort of
I
crawls, kicks one in the ribs, and then checks to make sure Lugnut didn't sustain anything.
only worry that there may be many more of these here, if this is what our greeting is.
Yes.
So the door that we broke down was barred from the inside, right?
Correct.
Huh.
If it's barred from the inside, could have been possible that someone from here barred it as they were becoming these things, or
It would have had
will
to
it
be,
be?
it would have had to be a sacrificial thing. Yeah.
Oh
well.
Are there any glyphs on their foreheads? Never mind. Rook wouldn't know to look. Skitch's character might, though.
What? Knows what?
The manor of that one uses to animate the undead, and it involves complicated glyphs etched
Hmm.
into their foreheads.
I could try to see if I can find it.
Sure. Give me a
I have a forensic science as a skill.
give me forensic science. That's perfect.
12.
You find no glyphs or anything like carved into them.
So that's spooky.
If only I had a pair of shades I could put on.
You could have bought tinted glasses. They are an option.
Can't afford them yet.
Yeah, fair enough.
Also, I don't know enough death-related puns I could use here. I'm a horrible investigator. Anyways, so
Rostov is going to lift like a scarf around her nose and mouth.
Perfectly understandable. You do notice that it looks like the gate guards are dead. The guys who are in the sort of gatehouse here.
right.
Right.
Were very. If you Sketch, you take a look at them.
Yep.
They were. You could tell by looking at them. They were very clearly. Actually, give me a forensic science roll.
More forensic science.
Yes.
If only I could have improved this with our party. 13.
13.
A little better than average on these.
That's actually pretty good. Honestly, you're looking at. They were very clearly murdered. They've had their throats slit. You're pretty sure their throats were slit by someone standing behind them.
Huh.
The others, if we were able to seek out what their bodies were before we destroyed them.
It's a mixture of the others look like they died from disease. Most of the
Right.
people in the town.
Right. That's sort of why I was thinking that this is something that's notably different.
Yep.
The question
So
is there a way for me to loosely guess how long ago they've been dead?
They've been dead a long time.
Right.
They are in better shape. Like at first glance, it looks like it was fairly recently, but you'd guess it's been at least a couple of weeks.
no wonder it stinks.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
This would explain why no information left town from investigator.
Yep.
Any money on them?
Yeah, actually. The guards have.
Ironback, have you no respect for the cut me in? Come on.
Sure, I do all the fucking dirty work. You take all the pay.
So
Yes, they are. They do have each of them. Each of the guards has none of the like. If you want to dive through the piles of dead on the streets, I'll let you. But the guards, though, you can. They're actually easier to search.
right.
They are. They each have about 10 gold on them each. They each have a pistol, 10 light rounds, and they're each carrying a sword.
Like, I guess my character is sort of frowning a little bit at the thought of essentially looting the dead. However, at the same
Rostov
time,
is
No
pocketing
thought at
rounds.
all.
it's at the thought of, but at the same time, it's like resources are going to be limited, and if we're going to be dealing with more forces here,
Can I fit my fat trollish fingers through the guards on the pistols?
No, but you think you probably could break one of them off.
I will do that. Actually, yeah, I've got a mechanics kit. I'll just pull
they're
it.
just basic.
Right
They're,
there.
Yep.
they're just basic. They're just basic pistols.
Yep.
Yeah. If anything, I would probably want to split the light rounds between myself and Rostov, just because.
Yeah.
I mean, I use nothing but light rounds, so
These are paper rounds, by the way.
right. So I'll just
Yeah,
I'll take I'll take my 5, just load them into an ammo wheel, and just swap out to one of my repeating pistol with that one.
Fair enough.
I'll take a couple of rounds and make sure the gun's loaded. I'll,
Okay.
like, jam it through my belt in case it's needed.
Not that you're a good shot, but it's good to have a gun.
Terrible shot, but it's a good thing to have.
All right. So where are you going from here? Is the question.
Yeah. Let's see. What more do we have to go?
Yep. I will say this. Yep. Anyways,
Let's
just
find a library.
Yeah. Or booksellers or something.
So you're going to walk through town?
Yes.
All right. Things that you notice.
Dead people.
Yes. Lots of dead people. Most of them look like the sort of, they were stricken by some sort of plague.
I say that we try and double check the ones that we can.
Yeah, none of them seem to be moving or reacting to you, though, so that's a plus.
Cave in skulls and stuff.
Yeah, sure.
Got a halberd, it's easy enough. Squid, 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 squid.
Yes.
Well, just have Lugnut trample them.
There's that, actually.
Splotch, 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 splotch.
Several tons of steam-powered robot trample over the dead. Yeah.
We get to a building, make sure to wipe your feet before we go in.
All right. You do notice that as you're walking through town, that looks like there are some buildings. Most of the buildings are dark. There are a couple that seem to have some sort of light in them still. One of them seems to be. One of them you can sort of see off in the distance. You can sort of see it's got a big chimney over the top of it, and it's probably, at a guess, it looks like a forge of some sort, blacksmith shop or something like that.
All right, let's hit there first, just so we can top off Lugnut. They'll have coal.
They will, very likely. All right, you can go to the Giacomo's Forge map. And you're probably be coming through the side door on the long side of the building because that's the easiest one to get to. And you do notice that there are some people who are all a bunch of people wearing sort of blacksmiths, like a bunch of dead bodies wearing what look like sort of blacksmith's apprentice gear, and a body that looks like it is probably the blacksmith himself with a big giant warhammer. Well, not warhammer, but a big giant sort of smithing hammer, which I'll use stats for warhammer with it because duh.
Right.
And the various zombies are the apprentices don't seem to have any equipment. There seems to be a very faint fire still, like coals are still sort of smoldering in the forge. There is a hopper full of coal there. That's a counter. That's sort of the counter. That's a shelf with wares. And that's another shelf with equipment and stuff. And these are work tables.
All right. First things first. Top off Lugnut. Second things second. I attach to his cargo ring all the bags of coal I can.
Well, there is a little problem that you'll have to deal with the dead workers first.
Oh, they get up?
Oh yeah, they're moving. Oh, they were ambling about when you got here.
Oh, okay.
They're sort of. They actually look like they're sort of vaguely doing the sorts of things that they would have been doing in life. Like they're all sort of haphazardly trying to do like smithy stuff, but doing badly.
Gotcha.
So
they're not attacking us right away, or are they?
well, they seem to be reacting to you once you come in. Almost as they sense living bodies kind of come into the place.
Mm-hmm.
But they didn't seem to be paying you any mind. They seemed to be content doing, the things that they had done in life before that.
Right.
I'm getting Dawn of the Dead flashbacks.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Eric. You should roll initiative.
Buy random things.
What was my initiative?
Where are the zombies?
Oh, they're not visible. Hang on, I'll fix that in a second. My bad. Let me just get their initiatives entered. I forgot I had them set to not visible.
Oh, look at my initiative wrong.
There you go.
I almost crit initiative.
So Lognut is on 22 also. forget to say yourself your own initiative, Eric. Nick, have you got it? Good, excellent. And sort. Good guys then zombies.
Yay.
Caliph, you're up first. Oh, I forgot to adjust the blacksmith stats a little bit. Let me change that. His melee attack is 1 lower. He has less good armor.
And no reach.
And no, that I know.
Albeit to that reach. That would be annoying.
What?
That would be annoying if he had reach.
But he is a little bit harder to hit. There we go. He's wearing lighter armor basically.
Gotcha.
He's wearing blacksmith gear, which is going to effectively count as like leather armor. All right, Caliph, you're up first.
All right.
Oh yeah, the other important note is that the warrior zombie from Boar had a great sword and was wearing chainmail.
Okay.
All right. We'll start off this with a. We'll start off with a. We spent a feat point at doing a two-fister. I think
Nice.
that's what it is.
Yep.
So a two-fister means that I shoot both guns
Yep.
at the same target of two different targets.
Either or, your choice.
All right. I'm ready to do the. I'm going to do the call rational thing in two fist. The blacksmith.
Yeah, that's not a bad plan, honestly.
I will lead with the mage lock because I always lead with your best hand in this case. And of course, it's been jacked up. So, that's an 8. Well, it matches his defense,
So you hit exactly.
So you hit him.
and it's a crit.
And technically it's a crit, yes.
So, he is pushed
Actually,
back.
but if he drops the one, then it's not a crit, right?
No.
It's not dropping.
It's not dropping. It's a
Boosted.
boosted shot.
Oh, okay. All right.
So he's pushed back. He's pushed back 3 inches and knocked prone.
Okay, slam and prone.
Slams against the wall.
Yep. And then and then the damage is also boosted.
Yep, because you put that on there.
18 damage.
All right, minus his armor of 14 is 6. Yes.
4.
4, yes. I can do math. Math is hard.
Barbie.
But he is prone and has taken some damage,
And now follow up with the repeating pistol
right?
with my paper round, but
Sorry, he's not prone, he's knocked down. There's a difference.
right. Let's see. Well, actually, no. It indicates knocked prone.
Yeah, I'm just using the prone thing for knockdown.
Right. All right. 15 on
Yeah.
that, and that's just 10 damage.
10
so,
plus 2d6.
Right, 11 on 2d6.
Yes, that's
And
true.
22.
Jesus.
Okay, that is enough
Tough
to
this
make...
time.
Tough this time, yep. No.
Yay!
All right, well, the toughest zombie here is out.
It's just like the fight breaks out. You see her pull up both her guns.
Boom, boom! You get a feat point back.
There I go. That's a way to spend a feat point.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. All right, Lugnut and Rook.
Alright. Rook is going to charge zombie 3.
Uh-huh.
That's not what I wanted to do. And now I'm going to use my drive to have Lugnut charge zombie 5.
Okay.
So, me first. Hey, I hit exactly.
Yeah.
No, I did more than that.
And don't forget, yes. You hit by 1, you hit by 2.
Yeah.
These are not very dodgy.
I didn't roll very well, but I still did lots of damage.
Yeah. You charging is actually kind of terrifying, honestly.
Woo, mighty characters.
No, wrong button. Toughest roll. Nope. Squid.
Lugnut charges here, and he should have melee range. Yes. Turn him into face.
Yeah, he's in range. Charging with reach weapons is just fucking awesome.
Yeah. More to the point, I'm covering the attack ranges too. The attack lanes with
Yep.
reach also.
Yep, I know. All right, roll for Lugnut. Hits.
He hits, yes. Oh no, he charged.
Oh God.
Nope. Squid. All right, Rostov, you're up.
So is this like raised somehow from this?
No,
Okay. Oh,
this is just it's just that they actually laid in non-flammable surface over there, ice stone,
I'll move up here.
for
Take
where
my
they're
hold
actually.
up.
Yeah.
Hold up pistol. Pink.
Yep.
Uh,
Saving your ammo, saving your good ammo for non-zombies or more important targets.
for potentially more powerful things.
Yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly reasonable.
Ammo pickups.
Your Left 4 Dead experience is paying off.
Yeah. So yeah, I hit.
Yeah, roll damage.
4 vitality.
That actually does not drop it.
Yes, it ended up at 1. Like it wouldn't have done that anyway.
All right. All right, it is zombie time. I just sort of clambering over the table. It can't charge you, but it can get into combat. It will roll to hit. It misses
It
you.
missed.
It misses Rook. That's even more impressive than missing Dr. Arcane. I just want to let you know that.
It will attack Lieutenant Rostov.
Hit exactly shit.
Damage.
Fuck you. 5.
You want to heroic dodge that?
Yes.
Okay, so it's 3 damage to your 3. Your agility.
All right. I've got 1 left.
Caliph. Oh no, wait. There's one more zombie.
Oh yeah, up over there.
It's gonna spend won't be able to get the full distance. There we go. Now Caliph is up.
Doesn't like the look of that zombie, so she's gonna. And I forgot to mention last round. I had 2 quick actions, so reload both guns.
Oh, you don't have to reload the repeater.
Right. Well, yeah, reload the mage lock at least.
Yes.
So yeah. So what I'm gonna do is 42. There you go. And play zombie 4.
Yep.
Just with the regular repeater.
You hit.
And damage.
You drop it. Well, it has problems. Of course.
Oh, at least now it's knocked down.
It's like I get a picture like it's like diving over here.
Lugnut and Rook.
All right. Lugnut's just gonna do damage to Zombie 4. He's
Okay.
make your toughness roll.
Yep.
Squid.
Splat.
And Rook is going to...
Provoke free strike.
Oh shit, that's right, free strike. He's going to change his facing a bit.
Yeah,
and,
that's I got that makes sense.
So I can at least try to cover them.
Yep.
And he'll put down Zombie 2.
Okay. That'll hit. It's making a suffer roll now.
Yeah. Not tuft.
Nope. Splat. All right. That's it for you, Ed. Lieutenant Rostov.
Possible to hold actions in this game?
Yeah, you can.
Can I change my facing and then...
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
Gonna turn around and be able to shoot if the zombie comes into range.
Yeah, I reload my pistol and then hold my standard.
Yep, that's fine. So you want to shoot? You want to shoot it the second it gets into range? I take it.
Yeah, which is only 24, unfortunately, with the pistol. But
So.
I mean, that's enough so that if it comes up to Rook, then I'll be able to shoot it.
Yep. So. Rawr.
Pew!
Yeah. Roll your shot, and then I'll finish moving it.
I hit.
Roll damage.
Here we go. 5, yay.
Splat.
There we go.
All right, you're on a feat point.
Is anyone down on feat points? You
You
are, actually.
you spent one to.
Yeah, I
dodge.
just went to dodge, yeah. Okay.
All right. Well.
All right.
Get your coal.
Oh, you, but I'm fucking hating these things.
You need
Yeah.
let's Caleb will approach Rostov and remark. Are you holding up all right with those wounds there?
I am fine.
Yeah,
I can check-
she's mostly just bruised.
Good.
Technically speaking, you are scratched, so you were cut.
Okay.
So
How does medicine exactly work in this game?
it's mostly used for if you are actually seriously injured as opposed to just combat injured.
Oh.
Right.
You'll get your vitality back over time,
Yeah.
Right.
pretty quickly. But Skitchkin, if you want to take a look at the wounds, feel free.
My main concern is if there's a disease related here, there might be ways it could be transmitted.
Well, it's not like we're short on time for refueling.
Yep. Yeah. So so while Rook is refueling,
You rolled
Wow,
once.
I rolled a pair of ones. That's unfortunate.
the wound looks fine. It looks like it's just like he's been cut, but it seems to be. It looks like it's clean to you.
I suppose this will be. I suppose things are fine for now. Hmm.
Alright. I am looting the fuck out of this place.
Mm-hmm.
Take that. Take that.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's lots
where
of.
am I?
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of stuff in here that's this is a blacksmith. It's a smithy basically.
yeah. These and 2 of these and some of those and
Plenty
5
of tools and there are actually a fair number of there are. It looks like the shelf had a bunch of weapons and stuff on it. It looks like most of them have been taken at some
that
point.
doesn't surprise me.
But there are a couple of like basic weapons still on the racks there. This guy's not a this guy's a blacksmith, so it's there's
Right.
yeah there's like a couple of suits of chainmail, A couple of swords, axes, stuff like that.
I'll grab an axe. No other reason than to have a decent backup weapon that isn't a giant wrench.
Fair enough. Anything else?
Any useful tools, a bunch of coal, and I'll strap as much coal as I can to Lugnut's chassis.
Okay. You're able to get a bunch of coal. And you guys set it back out again?
Yep.
All right. Well, you're trudging along through town. It's still, you disturb, carrion birds eating from time to time.
Oh, and I'll throw the bodies into the forge.
Not a terrible idea, honestly. It doesn't smell good, but
I'll lie in wait, and they'll think that I'm surely dead. Oh God, it's hot.
all right. As you travel along through the town, these streets get a little bit less awful towards the middle of town. There's fewer dead bodies. But as you actually hear noises coming from a building up ahead, which looks like it's an inn, and there is some light from inside. But they're fairly indistinct noises that are hard to make out what they are.
Peer through the window.
All right, you look through the windows.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, inside, you are presented with a gruesome sight, Nick. I need a willpower check from you.
Oh, great. Okay.
Because what you are seeing are the Walking Dead devouring other dead bodies.
Well, if they eat those first, they won't be hungry for other living bodies.
I don't think that's how it works. There it is. Okay. 60.
Yeah, it turns your stomach, but you are not. But nothing more than that. You're like, oh god.
Well,
What's got all you all pale?
set this building on fire. Okay, let's go.
All right, you said if you want to set the building on fire, you can do that. The zombies inside will burn to death without you actually encountering them.
Along with the book that's definitely in there.
On the plus side, no, the book's not in there. I'll be nice. Nice in air quotes. All right. As you travel along through the town, you're now more towards the middle of town. You notice off in the distance what look like a group of zombies shuffling along, carrying what looks like a trussed, sort of pig, actually, on sort of a pole, carrying it up towards the manor house, from which you can see there are lights on inside. Skitch, if you'd like to give me a perception check, you may.
Detection or perception?
Detection, actually, yes.
Okay.
Actually, anybody can give me a perception check, but Skitch is...
Oh, that's a...
Technically, it's a crit.
Technically it is.
Get a feat point back. You crit.
Yeah, basically. But anybody else can make a perception check also, but Skitch made the difficulty definitively. It's not that hard, but... But what you do here, it honestly sounds vaguely like a party.
A party?
Uh-huh. You hear singing.
What language?
Actually, it sounds like it's an old sort of, it definitely sounds like it's Ordic, but it's a little bit different. It sounds older to a degree, and it sounds vaguely like, almost like a hymnal, but not really. And it's very clear the zombies are carrying the trussed up pig to the manor.
I do not think that pig is for zombies.
No. Whatever twisted fuck made all this might be.
So, what are you guys doing now?
Follow the zombies as quietly as we can with a giant stomping mechanical robot.
All right.
Doot, 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 doot.
Clang, 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 clang.
Ironback, why don't you and Lugnut take opposite side of street, maybe?
All right. Everyone can give me sneak rolls.
Yeah.
Good job.
Sneak rolls. All right.
Hey, I didn't suck.
Yeah, you have penalties, Eric.
I know.
Well, that's a crit.
All right. Caliph is actually pretty quiet and sneaky.
However,
Katrina is doing her best. Clang, 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 clang.
well, technically, Lugnut hasn't made a check.
He can make one.
Ironback's got the same roll as me. So
Yep.
What is Lugnut's
Agility? I think it's 3.
I think you're right.
Yeah, no.
Plus, whatever penalties you want to describe for like the steam engine
hauling
occasionally
coal
letting off.
around.
Yeah, there's the fact that it's big and heavy, making clanking noises. The fact that its steam engines are going at high pressure, and yeah, not so much. But you're heading towards the manor, right?
Yeah.
All right, then we want to go to Santander Manor. Then the doors are currently. I assume you guys take out the zombies since you actually are faster than they are.
Yeah.
You squash the zombies. We're not going to roll for that because that's dumb.
How good is the pig look?
The zombies stop, look around as they hear clanking coming from somewhere nearby. They turn around just as Lugnut runs over them.
It looks like it's actually a well-preserved. It looks like it's a pig. It looks like it was a preserved, a well-stored, not all that recently butchered pig that's been in storage.
On the cargo rings.
Oh, that'll be fine after you with like belching coal smoke all over it.
Oh shit, you're right. Just a waste. I mean,
It's a pig. It's
yeah, it's a whole pig. You could feed us for hours.
all right. So the doors are as you open the doors, and inside you see a bunch of living people standing around chanting, and a young man wearing noble clothing standing up on a sort of raised dais, leading the chanting. And you notice conspicuously that he's carrying a black leather book.
With the symbol on the front cover.
It looks like there might be some sort of red symbol in the front. Yeah.
Okay.
You can copy your tokens onto the map. Yeah. Good. Zoom out a bit. And as you open the doors, he looks up and says, "Ah! My dear friends, we have visitors! Come and join the merriment." He has a very warped and sick, sort of twisted grin on his face. And there's, if you want, anybody who wants to can give me a detection roll for this.
Yes. Detection, yes. Yes.
Yeah, there's that real sort of glint of madness in his eyes.
Caliph leans over to Gustav and whispers, "I'll have my pistols ready."
Where are you, Skitch?
Oh, geez, which map are you on?
The Santander Manor map.
Oh, geez, okay. I thought
You guys chose not to go into the inn, so it didn't use that encounter.
where is it? Yeah.
That encounter is on fire.
Yes. There was a chance. Basically, there was a chance that neither one of those two, either the forge or that one would not be used. So, because, well, duh. So what brings you to our fair town, my dear friends?
Would you mind holding up books so I can see cover?
Oh, you're here for the book. Oh. Oh, dear. Did Cassini send you?
Maybe.
Oh, you seem to have fared much better. I would have thought he wouldn't have bothered after he sent his previous man. He seems to have sent a better, well-equipped group this time, though.
I'm ignoring him and getting my rifle ready, basically. I'm letting him talk, though.
Well, at this situation, you have a couple of options. You can join us in our festivities. You do not get to move forward, Eric.
Okay.
You're allowed to get things ready, but you're not allowed to, charge into combat without me. This
I
is
wasn't
monologue.
charging. I was just going to start walking forward.
I know. He's monologuing, Eric. Now, as I see it, you could join us in our festivities and become one with us and on our great ascent to incredible power and a great and bright future for mankind. Or you could simply turn around and leave and forget all about all of this.
You know what? That's fucking racist. Mankind?
Oh, the troll speaks!
On you
Fascinating.
poncy little shit. Hand over the book and we won't slaughter the lot of you.
Oh,
today.
I was afraid that you'd make choice 3. Men, deal with them. And with that, he snaps his finger. He proceeds to quickly incant a spell. And you should roll initiative.
I'm going to close the doors behind us.
Fair enough. Actually, hang on.
I did not roll terribly well this time.
All right. Your initiative is decent, if I remember correctly. Yeah, okay, he's decent.
That's pretty good.
No, not 12 dice. Plus 12.
Oh, look, I rolled a 64 on my initiative.
Let's see what happens. I don't roll D12. 47 initiative. And I crit on it multiple times. What a surprise.
They are initiative. They're also initiative 12, okay. They were pretty well too.
Can we presume enough time has gone by that I've gotten my...
Yes, enough time's gone by that all of you are back to full health. All right, and he's on the same as you. Sort. All right, Matteo and Rust. Matteo goes first.
Damn.
Matteo's Santander. Yeah, he rolled boxcars for his initiative.
Okay.
All right, you're way out of range. Matteo will delay his action for the round. But, yeah, that's it for him. So, Lieutenant Rostov, you're up.
Alright. I will take aim at... he's still in range. I'll take aim at Retainer 5, way over here,
Okay.
and I will shoot.
All right.
Aiming increases my attack rate, right?
Yes, you get +2 to hit with aim. Also increases your range by 18 feet.
Yeah.
Because you have a scope.
I hit, and I will do... This doesn't increase the damage, does it?
No.
I forget. Oh, well, that's a lot, so...
All right, he takes 7 vitality.
He takes 9 vitality.
9 vitality. Well, either or. Moot point.
And explodes into a blood fountain.
You drop him like a sack of wet potatoes.
One.
Nice, Nick.
I reload.
Caliph, you're up.
Oh, geez. Are the distance on here accurate?
It should be.
That's
It's
90.
it's edge to edge.
Edge of your base, edge of their base.
Yeah, that's still 91.
They're far away, yes.
Yeah. All right. Do, let's see here. That's 42. Oh, geez, that's just far enough for the mage lock, and it's past range for the repeating.
Yep.
If you should be on effective range, what happens to the accuracy?
-5.
Jeez.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna have to use the mage lock, though. I guess I'll try one of my rune cast ones and triple load it, and we'll see what happens with against this one here.
Okay. That hits.
18, and it's a crit.
Yeah.
So he's pushed back 3 inches and knocked prone.
Okay.
And for his damage, he takes 3. Only 16.
All right. So that's 4 wounds points, so he's not dead.
Yeah.
He is pushed back and knocked down.
Yeah.
Thunk. All right, it is the retainer's turns. Well, he will stand back up. And their speed is okay. He'll simply get up and move. He'll move up to this table here, take cover behind it, pull out his pistol, and take a shot at Caliph. Bang! I think that misses you. Yes, it does.
For me? Or...
Yep, that's a shot at you and misses.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so he spends his quick action to reload his pistol. He'll also move up. He'll take a shot at Rook. He is out of effective range, unfortunately. So he's at -5. Effectively +0.
That's not hitting shit.
Nope, he reloads. He, having seen that his buddy was out of range, will move up closer. It's like, yeah. There we go. You're in range for that. You're in range of that, though. Bang! I think that misses you.
Yeah, that,
Mhm.
No, it's you exactly.
9 hits. 9 hits me exactly.
Woohoo! His odds of hurting you aren't that good, but
Ooh,
unless he rolls well.
He rolled ridiculously well.
So that's 5.
5. That's not... Well, where's it going?
Yes, you get to decide that after the roll. So sure. Yeah, you get to do it after I roll. Let me double check when you decide if you do it before you roll the location or not. I don't remember. Fortunately, I got the book right here.
You know what? It doesn't matter anyway, because even if he does blow out one of my aspects, I can just...
Fix it.
I can just fix it on my feet anyway.
Yep. So may as well just save it.
Yeah.
All right. Your physique,
Yeah, okay.
which I don't think blows out your physique.
No.
All right. The retainers are done.
Although it did hurt.
Rook, you're up.
Charge. What's my charge? 5 plus. Yeah,
Yeah, you got plenty of range.
I got plenty of range. Also going to quick action Lugnut to engage 3 there.
All right.
Don't think I can charge over the table unless you're going to let me trample over it.
Not really, no.
But I'll have him run over to engage 3, so he's not shooting no one.
All right.
So retainer 2.
All right. Rolled it.
Hits.
That hits.
I'm pretty sure I'm outside of Nick's range there.
Yes, you are.
But, it's a terrible damage roll.
It's still enough to drop him, though.
We'll bring Lugna up to here with his mighty... Yes. That dude is in fact engaged by my Steam Jack. I love Reach.
It's very handy.
And yeah, that's me. Oh wait, Lugna didn't move that far, did he? Yeah, so
London can attack.
yeah, Lugnut. I'm gonna make him boost with my drive capability so
Right.
that he can actually hit something. Barely hits.
Hits exactly, yep. Roll damage. Ow! Enough to drop him. All right, that leaves it up to Lord Matteo Santander's turn. He will advance a little bit.
Yes, come closer.
Not much, just a little bit. All right, he'll move up to there. Actually, does he need to move for this? I don't think he does. I think about it. I think you're close enough that he can actually do what he wants to do without moving. Let me double check the range on this. Wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, you're in range. Okay, good. All right. Well, the first thing he's going to do is going to pull his pistol out and shoot you.
Okay.
Because, you know. Bang. He hits.
Unsurprising.
He does 19.
It's 19. It's 3. To where?
To your physique.
That blows up my physique. But that's what feat points are for.
You did not use Revitalize on your turn. Okay.
I forgot to.
Okay. Well, then he's going to cast a spell.
Okay.
All right, so he's going to cast... What's the name of the spell? Bleed.
Okay.
On the downside, he's going to roll to hit. He has Arcane 4. That'll hit you. He'll boost the damage roll. Actually, hang on. Before I roll that, I should double check the actual damage on this. I think it's power 10. Okay.
It's power plus strength 16.
All right, so 3 dice plus 10. 23.
Ah.
I'm guessing you want to heroic dodge that.
Yeah, I'm going to heroic dodge that.
Because that would be, what, 7?
Yeah.
So instead it's 4.
Where to?
To your 4.
All right. Yeah, that's a revitalize.
I kind of imagined. Is he going to do anything else this round? No, he's done. Lieutenant Rostov!
Is it possible for me to move and then use a feat point to aim? Is that legal?
Strictly speaking, no, but I'll give it to you.
What is this that got here?
That falls on something I think should be doable. Sure.
All right. Because I only need to move a little bit. Yeah, I need to move 6 feet in order for him to be in range. I will aim at Lord Matteo and take a shot. So this is. I always keep forgetting. That's not okay. I hit.
Yes, you do.
And then I will do. How much damage? 13.
All right,
19.
Nick. The results from the spell he cast at the start of combat, which is an upkeep spell, go off.
Okay.
A cloud of blood sort of flows up from around him, and it sort of intercepts the bullet, dropping it to the floor harmlessly.
Ugh.
Yeah, well. And the upkeep spell dissipates. He has to recast it in order to be able to do that again.
Okay.
Basically, when he has the spell up, it eats the first attack that hits him.
It's good to know.
Okay, I get you. Yeah.
He doesn't get to be immune to every attack while it's upkept, in other words. I take it you reload.
Yep.
Alright. Caliph.
Okay. Shooting him is going to be not a good thing to do quite yet. We'll see, you can do that multiple times, but I'm going to load the mage lock with a metal cast round and then spend a feat point to 2 fist.
So just normal bullets? Got it.
Yeah. We'll do the repeating pistol again. Well, actually, I need to move you closer to do this anyway. Actually, let's see how close. Is he 48? I think he's 48.
Yeah, he was in regular pistol range of you when he shot at you, so.
All right. So basically, he gets a repeating pistol.
And he gets the mage lock, probably.
Right. That's right.
Alright, rolled it. That'll hit.
And we'll hit, and then we'll just do normal damage.
That drops him.
So I get my feet point back.
Yeah.
Turn around, then aim the mage lock at the other retainer, and get the shot off here.
I forgot to move that guy up. I'm a dumbass. Let's assume he's over here and didn't shoot.
The one I was shooting at was here.
Yeah, that's fine. I just forgot to move that guy on his turn.
Let's hit. 18.
Alright, minus 12 is 6.
Beautiful.
Alright.
The way is cleared for you, at least.
Alright. The retainers go.
And the fourth retainer is going to shoot at me, probably.
Nope. Matteo screams at him, "Fool! Stop them! Stop that stupid troll!" "Yes, my lord." Rawr, rawr. He comes vaulting over the table. Rawr.
Well, at least he's not charging.
Yeah, he can't charge you. The table prevents him from charging, basically.
He hits.
Alright, let me double check the power plus strength on his sword. I think it's... Yeah, alright. Power plus strength 8. Does that breach
There's a
your
point
armor?
to me.
Does it point? Alright,
There's a point.
Tier 3.
Ah. All right.
Rook, you're up.
All right. Couple things I'm going to do here. First things first. I'm going to have Lugnut attack the retainer.
Alright.
Boosting to hit.
That'll hit, yeah. Plus 11?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me re-roll that properly. I was thinking damage.
Yeah, I'm like... That still
still
hits. I mean, it still hits, but... Roll damage now. Yeah, that drops him.
Excellent. Spend a feat for Revitalize.
There we go, dead.
Spend a feat. Then my charge range. Spend a feat to use Vendetta on him.
Oh dear.
So I'm getting boosted to hit rolls.
Oh dear.
Now I charge him.
Alright.
And I'm going to spend my last feat to double fist with the shield.
Damn! Okay. He might get to use his cool ability. Damn. You might be able to gack him with this.
Alright, so... with the halberd.
Yep.
That's a hit.
Roll damage. This is gonna hurt.
That's 11.
Why was your attack roll boosted, Eric?
Because I charged.
Your attack that boosts your attack roll? Oh no,
because I
Vendetta,
used-
Vendetta,
because I
Vendetta.
used which gives me boosted.
That's right, it's Vendetta. That's what it was. I was like, why is it
Oh,
boosted?
and I forgot to roll a die on my charge roll.
Like it mattered.
Rerolling that. Yeah. Not that much better, but...
23. So he takes 12. He is going to use his feat point to villainous dodge. Dropping it to 6. Could you do me a favor and roll where that hits him?
Oh, yes.
He has a life spiral.
Three.
To his 3. Okay, so 6 to his 3. Well, that'll wipe out his agility tree and most of his intellect.
Excellent.
Ow.
And the swing from the shield.
Yeah.
That hits.
Roll damage.
Now, it's not a combat shield, so I don't actually get a power plus strength with this, but...
It takes 2.
Ah!
Where to? This matters, actually.
6.
Damn it!
Why?
That wipes out his intellect.
Aha!
You cripple the aspect I didn't want you to cripple. He can't upkeep spells now. He can still cast it, but, Alright. Alright, well, it is his turn.
I was hoping to gack him with that, but not quite.
You came very fucking close. Oh, alright, let me just check the... okay, one of them is not in range of this. Alright, he will use his special ability. He will pull out the book. He incants something. He can do this once per encounter, and it is obnoxious.
Okay.
You'll see. My dearest and most loyal of companions, rise from your defeat and defend me once again.
Wise
That's just
Romeo
fucking
Guay.
cheating.
Wise Romeo Guay.
Basically, yes. All right. Let's
Hey, buddy.
Altered Beast, yes.
Did you know there's a sequel to that game?
Yep.
Apparently it sucked hard.
Yep.
That's why there wasn't an Altered Beast 3.
That one
Well,
stays
also
there.
there was like 6 years or so between Altered Beast 1 and 2. So.
Yeah. Altered Beast was kind of an awesome game, honestly.
The first one was great.
Yeah.
Awesome beat 'em up.
All right. Unfortunately, he's engaged. So he'll cast his defensive spell that'll go down. Actually, does he have any? Did I give him more than 1 feat point? I don't think I did. Nope. Okay. Sadly, he only had 1 feat point, so he can't walk that off. What the fuck is he going to do in this situation? Let me double check the rules on casting when you're engaged. Actually, you can cast when you're engaged. That's right.
Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Right. So he will, instead of casting his upkeep spell, actually he might do that anyways. He might do both just to buy himself a little bit of damage. Yeah, he's going to do that. He's going to first cast his upkeep spell, which we can't upkeep, but it'll stay up till the start of his next round.
Right.
And then he's going to try to cast bleed on you again.
Okay. It was probably going to hit me.
Yep. Wait.
I mean, technically I'm engaged, but it's with him, so it doesn't matter.
Right. So, alright. Is he going to boost the attack roll now? He should have.
Ha ha!
Alright, he's going to cast again.
Yep.
He's pushing himself. He doesn't have a standard action, so...
Right, might as well cast again.
That time he hits. Alright, that uses up all his arcane. He's going to boost the damage roll because duh.
Right.
So, 3, 10... 19.
That's 4 points.
Yeah, you can't dodge.
I can't dodge, and yeah, I'm not in base to base, so where's it going?
It's your physique.
Okay.
Alright, and then he'll throw up his defensive shield. And now he has to make a fatigue test.
Fuck. That just blew up my physique again.
Where's the loyal servants that he rose from the...
Oh, they're not... Oh, God damn it, I forgot to set them invisible. Alright, he does not become exhausted.
Rise, my most loyal servants! Apparently they weren't very loyal either.
They rise exactly where the dead bodies were.
Right.
And I should add these initiative. Let me just roll initiative for them. So that's +7. Okay, they're going on 13. So they got the end of the initiative.
Alright. That's good, because Lugnut can now walk up and engage 3 of them.
Yep. Alright. Lieutenant Rostov.
I will sacrifice my move in order to take 2 shots. So I will attack Plague Zombie 5.
Alright.
Who's definitely going to roll a 5. I hit.
That'll hit.
It needs to roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Splat.
Yay, I killed one. Well, you're not inside my command range, so I can't give it to you, right?
No. You have to be...
No.
Yeah.
Well, I can give it to Caleb, though. And then shoot Plague Zombie 4 as well. After reloading, of course.
Right. That'll hit. Number 4. Alright, tough roll. Dead.
Yay!
It's only a 1 in 3 chance. I know, Nick. Alright, Kalith.
Alright, I'm actually out of feat points, so I'm kind of boned.
Let's see here. Did Lord Matteo pass his attempt to put up a shield?
He got it up.
All right.
So the
well,
first,
let's get,
the first, yes. So, anyways,
yeah. What I'll do is I will spend a feat point to 2 fists again.
you're gonna move up in range and then fire. I'm guessing you're gonna fire the repeater
Plague
first.
zombies in range.
Oh, you're gonna put
Yeah.
the plague zombies out. Okay.
And let's see here. Yeah, I'll shoot the repeater at the close one.
Okay.
18.
That'll hit. That's power 10.
And
Technically speaking, no, yeah. Technically speaking, never mind.
Yeah, I'm close enough to her, right?
Yeah.
Am I?
I believe you are.
Yeah, I'm within 42.
Splat.
Yeah, and then the second one, 11. That
That'll
matches it. That matches it.
Oh, it beats its defense.
Oh, it does.
By 2. Zombies
Oh,
aren't
geez.
dodgy.
Let's see here, and that's 11.
Takes
14.
3.
Mm.
So it is not dead. It's down to two vitality. Rook, you're up.
All right. Does Matteo have a melee weapon at all?
He does. He has a sword.
Okay. I'm gonna move over here.
Uh-huh.
Gonna swing at him.
Yep. I sense I know what's going to happen, but I rolled a hit.
Ha!
That'll hit, I believe. Yeah, his defense is only 13.
Now, I
Hey.
blew up my physique, so this is actually -2 to my damage.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter, Eric.
Oh,
The shield eats it.
that's right.
However,
However,
I'm sensing
Lugnut
drive.
now charges.
Yep. Are you in range to give him orders?
Oh shit, I might not be.
It's your command radius, right?
Yeah, my command is 5.
So that's 30 feet.
Yeah, I'm not close enough to give him orders.
So it can't.
Yeah, so he can't. So he'll just walk up his 5 inches.
It'll walk by the zombie.
Yeah, also free strike.
Yeah, it's a free strike from a zombie. I mean, yeah. So it's normal attack roll, right?
Normal attack roll +2.
Right. So 6. You're moving more than 30 feet there, Eric.
I am.
It'll hit the jack, and then it's boosted damage, right?
Yep.
How are you trying to move it?
Trying to move it there, basically.
All right, 17. So it takes 3.
All right, where to?
To its third column.
All right. Oh yeah, I need to open up that file, don't I? Damn it, I think you did a point to the movement.
Fear the zombie.
And
Yeah, effectively, it's not.
just barely out of range to hit him with the halberd.
Haha. Yeah, it could. It was swinging its sword at it, so.
Yeah.
All right, you're done.
I'm done. That's all I can do.
All right, plague zombies are up. I can't actually get to there. Damn it! I can't get to you. Maybe you can if it goes this way. Yeah, I can. There we go. It doesn't leave the engaged arc of Lugnut, so
Right.
it'll move up to you, and attack you.
Please don't.
Well,
This is Plague Zombie 1, however, will charge you.
This could well put me down. I gambled on being able to put him down. I didn't do it.
Yep. Why am I doing that? Ah! Close the chat window there by accident. There we go, die roller. Alright, this is +4. +2 more for gang.
snake eyes again. Snake eyes again. Sorry.
Damn. Alright, this is gonna hurt.
Not that much!
Points.
2.
Or 2.
To your physique. 1.
Alright, so over to my agility. Gotcha. I'm still up!
Damn it! Yeah, whatever. Well, it's Mateo's turn. Get down, you stupid troll! Actually, yeah. Alright, so... He's going to boost his attack roll. because he absolutely has to hit with this.
Right.
And he'll
If
boost
he
the damage
does.
roll. And he'll boost the damage roll also. And that's actually... And there we go. Bleed! Damn it! Actually, it's not yeah, it's below average. Whatever.
That's 2.
That's how much? 3? 3.
3, yeah.
2.
2, yeah.
Where 2?
Your agility. 4.
I have a point of intellect left.
God damn it! Ah,
Okay.
Lieutenant Rostov, you're up.
You said that I could.
Oh, I forgot to make his fatigue roll. Hold on. Barely.
So I can use a feat point in order to move, and then also take 2 shots, right?
Strictly speaking, no. But actually, yes, I'll do it since I'll give you the equivalent of two fister since you have you have a dual shot. So yeah, I'll give that to you.
I'll take 2 shots at Lord Matteo.
Yeah.
I need to hit with both though. So.
He doesn't have his shield up.
He doesn't have his shield up. I popped it.
Oh, he didn't put it back up. Okay.
No, he wouldn't have been able to make his fatigue roll if he had. He was gambling on taking out Rook, because if he actually takes someone out with the spell, he heals himself.
All right, I also have to use a feat point in order to reload first, so I'll use my 3rd feat point in order to re-roll this one.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Roll damage.
Oh wow!
Nice.
All right. Well, okay. That takes him out. You put a bullet through his head.
Oh, now you do the headshots.
I've got another shot left.
Want to pop a zombie?
Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah.
It needs to make a roll on me.
Yeah. Nope, dead. Which one did you want? 1 or 2?
Number 1.
Okay.
I'll give a feat point to Rook Ironback since he so desperately needs it. It's being sarcastic.
Caliph?
All right. I guess we're in cleanup work mode now.
There's a zombie left.
Yeah. Move up by 42. And just because I still have 3 feat points,
Yep.
we'll double shoot we'll two fist that zombie and see what happens. That's a crit. That's what that does with the attack, though.
You get a feat point back, but yeah, don't worry about it. Roll damage.
Well, does it? Oh, okay, yeah. $22.
Yay!
I don't have to worry about spending the feat point then.
All right, you have taken out all the zombies.
Yeah.
All right, the book is in fact, at least as far as you know, is the book in question.
Oh, let's take it and go.
All right, do you just want to leave, or do you want to investigate the building further?
Oh,
There
we're gonna
are
loot the
stairs.
fuck out of this place.
There are these, yeah. So
Not before I light another cigar.
Yeah, those are stairs going upstairs. All right. Well, this is definitely is a noble manor. You quickly realize as you sort of search through the place that Matteo was the son of the current lord of the manor. Most of his, you find his father and his mother in their bedroom with their throats slit.
yay!
They looks like they were tied to their bed and then had their throats slit. There is you're able to find some like diaries and such. Apparently, Matteo's younger brother is Matteo is the older brother. He has a younger brother who is currently at a temple, a Morrowind temple. He was in training to be a priest. In the good old tradition, the sort of noble tradition of the one who's not going to dare go off become a priest. His brother's name. Hang on, let me dig his brother's name up, because that may or may not matter at some point.
Vicini.
No, it's not Vicini. Where are you? Here we go.
Are you telling me that my brother went crazy and became a necromancer? Inconceivable!
Yes, there we go. His brother's name was Gaspar.
Gaspar. Okay.
So, all right, I'm just taking notes here so I remember some of the stuff that you're able to find that. I don't know how much you want to loot from them, but there's surprisingly there's not a lot of money here.
What about on Stand Raider? Standander.
Matteo?
Yeah, Matteo himself. Yeah.
Yeah, Matteo actually is carrying. I mean, his sword is a very, very nice sword. It's very well made. He's got some money on it. He's carrying about 40 crowns at the moment. He's got a few. Honestly, you get the impression that it looks like there's a lot of stuff that should be here that's not here anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can see traces of spots where there's a very faint layer of dust, but there are empty areas where things that probably were pretty expensive were sold out, are gone. Like maybe he sold off stuff to buy things and such that he probably shouldn't have.
Oh, maybe he needed to do that in order to acquire not the Necronomicon.
Yeah, that seems quite possible. Yeah. You do find his.
Gotten away with it if it weren't for you mercenaries and your stupid robot.
When you go through his stuff, you do find his journal also, which it's very clear he was he was basically interested in magic and studied it. Came across some stuff that sort of hinted about this book. Managed to track it down. Spent a lot of money acquiring it. Money he probably shouldn't have spent, since he also owed gambling debts. On the plus side, most people who owe gambling debts are now either dead or The Walking Dead. So
There's just one random zombie going around who used to be a loan shark. He's like, 200 crowns or break kneecaps.
exactly. So yes, the book in question, it's pretty clear this thing is worth. The book is probably actually priceless.
Mm-hmm.
It is very old, yet in remarkably good condition. Skitch, you get some bad juju vibes off of it.
Just slightly from the magic and raising people from the dead.
Specifically, the book itself is actually magical.
Is there anything I can do to try? Well, I can't really. I don't have the ability to investigate magic that much.
No, you don't. You did not take that archetype benefit, so.
As a test, I want to flip to either the front or back of the book where there's just unimportant text.
Yep.
Like the foreword or some shit. Mm-hmm. I'm going to attempt to tear a page out.
Oh, geez. Well, what language is the book written in?
Not in a language you recognize, Sketch.
All right.
It's written in the ancient script of the Infernals.
Basically, I want to try and actually damage the book.
It doesn't tear.
Yeah.
As much as you try, you're like, the pages feel like they are basically invulnerable.
Well, seems destroying book is out of question.
Besides, that would break the contract.
Yes, but would have been nice to threaten destroying it.
Yes.
You're able to gather enough, like, if you want to, like, truly loot the place, you could probably get another 100, maybe 200 crowns worth of stuff from here that's not been sold. There's actually a fair bit of stuff. You could probably get a lot of money worth of stuff if you were really to cart everything off.
Well, like, take the deed and try to sell the place.
Only one careful owner. Some stains might be. You might a little bit of a fixer-upper. A lot of staining in the floorboards.
Yeah, the question,
dangerous.
Yeah, the question is whether you think the younger brother might try to reclaim some of the stuff.
That's true. Just be like, no, your brother sold it all.
Yeah.
That's up to you guys. You think you could probably, if you were to go to fences and stuff, sell most of the stuff off here. That if you were to gather everything that you could realistically carry off, probably a couple of 1,000 crowns. It's a manor house of a noble. I mean, who ran a town.
Well, nobody here's gonna want it. So.
Right. Yeah. There's nobody in town to claim
Everyone's dead, so let's just. Yeah.
Wait, what are you suggesting?
We put the items to use.
All right, that's cool. I'm fine with that.
Loop, 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 loop.
There are the other thing you do note is there are a couple of other a couple of other prisoners here who are sort of locked up and tied up. One of them.
Are they still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
There's one who's locked up in a spare bedroom. There's a young woman with strange horns growing out of her forehead. It is very clearly a Satixis.
Hmm.
Oh, Dunia's sagging tits. Now what?
She opens her eyes and looks at you and goes, "Who the hell are you? Are you more of that asshole's retainers?"
No.
No.
Really?
Well, I suppose the only thing we've done is we've
Please tell me you put a bullet in that fucker's skull.
a few.
Oh yes, I did.
She grins at that. It's a somewhat disturbing grin, but
Was somewhat difficult with this large person in getting in way, but I manage.
Bitch, bitch, bitch. Sure, next time we'll just let the zombies swarm you and tear you to pieces.
Kaelith, just as a quick check to see if the person
Freeze is chewing on you
see
anyway.